The answer of this question, how you send communications to Salesforce data, the first is, data sync. We have to sync the data. Then we can copy this data to another data extension. Writing SQL, it would make sense if you have some filter criteria for SQL as well, or you can directly go and apply filters, okay, using a filter data extension. So these both combinations are one way, and these combinations are non-real time communications. Data within sync data extension, this is non-real time way. What if I have to work with a real time way? For example, within seconds, I have to communicate for a new lead. So suppose if I create a new lead here, or a lead is created anyhow, there can be any mechanism a lead is created. I want to send that email immediately to him. Like whenever you go and sign up, you don't wait for 15 minutes, right? 15 minutes wait time is okay for commercial emails. Like tomorrow I am going to launch a sale, I will have all the sync data already available, I am going to deploy that communication. But what about transactions? I have made a transaction, I got that data within CRM, I have to immediately trigger a communication. So that is a real time scenario. Within seconds I have to communicate, which is a real time scenario. And for real time, we have options in Journey Builder. And in Journey Builder, we have options for Salesforce data as entry source. Salesforce data as entry source. So when we created a journey last time, we took we took data extension as one of the entry source. But now we have to take Salesforce data as an entry source if we have to communicate customers with real time, or if we have to listen any platform events happening within Salesforce in real time. Like a new lead is created, a lead is converted to a contact, a new contact is created, a new opportunity is created. All these are the events within Salesforce which we can listen in real time. And based on that real time interaction, we can trigger a communication. So we'll create a new journey here. The problem statement, I will remind you again, was the how you send communications to Salesforce data. The one way is to sync that data, which will take at least 15 minutes. Then you apply filter, you apply SQL, and then you prepare your own data set using automation and send it. The other way is the real way to communicate. The real way to communicate is to use Salesforce data as an entry source. In Journey, we use data extension as an entry source. Now we will use Salesforce data as an entry source. Here we will select Salesforce data, click on next option. So select the object which you want to listen in real time. Suppose I want to send communications to all the new leads. Whenever a new lead is coming to our system, I have to trigger that communication immediately. So I will select leads object. When I select leads object from here, I will require lead ID, which can be considered as a primary key. So I will select lead ID as a primary key here. I'll click on next. Now here is the criteria when you have to communicate. I have to communicate whenever a new lead is created. You can also communicate whenever a lead is updated. But this we will see later. So whenever a new lead is created, I want to send them a welcome email. Welcome to Peoplewoo Skills. Click next. Okay, and click next and click done. So now what we will do, whenever a lead is created, that Salesforce entry event will listen that creation and will trigger a welcome email. So I will use ChatGPT quickly to create a welcome email. Write HTML CSS for welcome email to new leads to Peoplewoo skills. So this is very important topic, guys. People who are working in Salesforce would understand, because we will not only be limited to Salesforce Marketing Cloud. And if you don't know Salesforce admin, get any Udemy course and learn it. It is just 5-7 hours of course, but you should have a complete knowledge of Salesforce CRM, sales, service, and marketing, specialization in Marketing Cloud. But you have to interact with data present within Salesforce day to day. All the companies uses sales, service, and marketing as three basic platforms. Later, when you work in Salesforce ecosystem, you will get opportunity to work with Data Cloud as well. Data Cloud, I also have an Udemy course. You can go and understand more details about Data Cloud. You might be working with Commerce Cloud as well, but majorly Data Cloud, Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud, these four platforms are commonly used. If you master these four platforms with specialization in Marketing Cloud, so now I created this. I'll click on new message option. Now we will click on activate. But before activate, we have to select journey entry criteria, re-entry criteria. We'll validate and activate this journey. We'll click on activate option and activate. So now once we activate, this is our journey. What I will do, I'll go and create a new lead. I'll change my email address. And I'll click on save option. Once this lead is created, I'll look for journey, whether it detects that lead or not. If there is no issue with the integration, if everything is set up correctly, this should definitely send. If it doesn't send, then there is some issue with the integration. We have to look. So let's see if it detects or not. So it has detected, it has evaluated one contact and one contact accepted. That means whenever I created a lead, it accepted, and soon you will see that email is sent. Now for each and every entry event, Salesforce data entry event for Salesforce data. A default data extension is also created where you can see what all leads are selected. You see that one lead is evaluated and selected. What is that lead? So you can go and search within the main data extension folder. There would be a data extension created by this journey. Whenever you use Salesforce entry event, there will be a data extension created by this journey with the journey name. This is the journey name, and it has one lead incoming. This is the lead which I just created, which has lead ID and email address. If I copy this lead ID, so this is the same lead ID which I created. So this is the another way to send a real-time communication to a Salesforce data. So we have seen two different ways to communicate with Salesforce data. One is with synchronized data extension, and one way to communicate is using Salesforce data as an entry source within journey.